Halo has some of the best songs I've ever heard. Even more questionable games have great music, but there's always one song in each that can't be messed up. The themes, ranging from feeling grandiose and epic to pure awesome to just feeling alone. Now, before we get to the ranking, I have a few things I need to say. This will be reviewing the mainline games, which I see as Combat Evolved to Infinite, Reach, and ODST. Sorry Halo Wars fans, but I need to know how the music fits the game before I review them, and I haven't played it yet. Also, some Halos don't have clear themes, so in those cases, I'll be taking the most iconic tracks from them. Finally, not all this footage is mine. I can't record Halo 5 as I had it via Xbox Game Pass, which I no longer have. Plus, my computer is way too far from my Xbox user capture card, so the footage of Halo 5 will be someone else's. Now that I've gotten all the messy stuff out of the way, let's begin. Even though our god may be Gabe Newell, Mario O'Donnell is still one to worship. Halo Combat Evolved's theme is the original and one of the best. I can't think of anything bad about the song. The only thing even remotely bad about it is how hard it is to find a high quality upload of it. It uses a whole orchestra, a choir, and a singular vocalist singing in an alien language, custom in a blender, and gets perfection. And at the end, it gives us this beautiful song, The Siege of Madrigal from Myth, The Fallen Lords, which gives feelings of comfort, sadness, and calm all at the same time, perfect after the energy of the main theme. I'm at a loss for words. I've listened to Doom soundtrack so many times, as one should, but still, this is the best use of a guitar I've ever heard. Thank you, Steve Vai. Take Halo Combat Evolved's godly theme and add more orchestra, and 2 guitars, why not? Arrange it perfectly so that there's never a point where you're feeling bored. Guitar starts to overstay its welcome, well it's gonna right when the orchestra is about to unleash some of the best quarter notes you've ever heard. Generally one of my favorite songs I've ever heard. This is one of the many examples of a Halo game not having an express theme, so in this case I'll be counting one final effort as the Halo theme. Each game, they just find a way to improve it. This version of the Halo theme feels much more like you're on the battlefield, with the orchestra feeling much bigger and off in the distance. The piano is a great addition, and it just makes this version feel like way easier to get stuck in your head. Again, because this isn't the Halo theme, we don't have a choir, sadly. We also don't have the alien vocalists, the best parts of Halo 1 and 2's themes, and I'm not the biggest fan of this one. So because of that, I'm going to review the song that plays at the last piece of gameplay, the Warthog Run. Side note, this may not be the official name, but all the videos up refer to it as this, so I'm going to call it that. The drums in this one are much more of an improvement than all of the previous themes, but this comes from a person who likes the friendly fake play from Portal 2, which is the audio equivalent of a broken fax machine yelling at you, so take it with a grain of salt. For some reason, the timing on this is really weird. It's most likely for gameplay reasons, but it feels like some parts just go on too long or they come in at the wrong time. Another one with no official theme. I'm going for Deference for Darkness because it both represents Halo 3's ODST soundtrack and atmosphere, and because it's my favorite songs in the game. Once again, with a whole orchestra, although quiet, a piano, a flute, and a saxophone, we just get a feeling of quiet, which perfectly represents ODST. Quiet, alone, dangerous, with a sense of solitude while threatened. This is the only song so far to not have an incarnation of the famous riff that starts off the orchestra. And that signals that there is no empowerment in this game, which is a small, weak ODST compared to the Spartan you've been playing at so far. Side note, on the official OST version, I think another song is thrown in, a synth-heavy song, which I would say represents the Covenant, big, harsh, imposing, and threatening. Overture, in musical terms, is a piece at the beginning of a work that sets the mood of the work. It may do this by referencing other songs in the work, take the courtesy call from Portal 2, and that's the purpose of a main theme, to set the mood of a work, right? So for this one, I'll be counting Overture as the theme. The Return of the Choir. These variety of instruments all feel like very rural, like the inhabitants of Reach that we meet in the first mission of Reach. And just get a feeling for what Reach is, not just the forefront of humanity, but the truly human parts of it, the people with real struggles. And after a bit, an orchestra takes full focus of notes that sounds futuristic. The future has invaded real space, and the orchestra teases us with the first few notes of the original Halo theme. The Spartans are related. The Spartans are invading real space, just like in the game. After quite a bit of time, we get a cello playing a riff that sounds very hopeless, while the rest of the orchestra plays hopeful notes of contrast, and the call comes down to an end. Quick spoilers for Halo Reach, but from this one song, you can find out the entire story to Reach. The Spartans invade rural space for a normal reason, but a frightening one. The Covenant find Reach, creating a hopeless scenario, while the Spartans contrast it, providing hope for everyone. But it all slows down into nothing. Each member of the Noble Team fighting to the end, fighting to save Reach. They die to the Covenant. This would have been better if June didn't die, but if June did die, but that's a video I might make someday. This is a great song. I honestly don't need to say anything. The analysis speaks for itself. Side note, this is where, as we all know by now, Bungie left their role of creating Halo, leaving a gap for the recently formed 343 Industries to take over for them. This means a change in a lot of areas, including music. Is it that hard to create a dedicated theme for the game? For this one, we'll be going with 117. Boy, this is a long song. With the other ones, I was excited to review them. This one I just feel like I'm obligated to because I'm doing the others. We start out with a lone trumpet playing a melody, what I and many others interpret to be the leitmotif of the Master Chief, but with a snare drum playing in the background, slight spoiler warning, making it seem like a funeral, which makes sense in the story. Everyone believes that the And as this pair of drum and trumpet play, an entire orchestra starts warming up, getting ready for its turn on the melody, and it pulls you in for a wonderful time, playing around with the leitmotif, mixing it up with other melodies. I think a choir, and maybe the Halo theme. Might be wrong on that one. But we continue on going with this, making slight adjustments each time before we go to a calm section with the orchestra making calm, slow, but hastened notes, which slows down and speeds up into a completely different section, starting from whale call for some reason, which again plays slow, familiar, and calm sounding notes. After a while, it starts speeding up, getting some of the choir back in before calling in the motif of the Master Chief, having fun with it, mixing up the notes between instruments, and it all swells up into a big and short melodic phrase before getting to a short and tight riff, also bringing the Halo theme, but subverted, really backing down from its theme. It keeps rising up until we once again get fast and short riff, going up a pitch, down a pitch, ending with repeatedly alternating notes that change octave each piano press, and it all closes down with another roll call. This is a great song, but not a good mainline Halo game theme. This feels better suited for a spin-off if it's only slight recognition of what made the ones before it great. But still, there's a lot of things I don't like about it. The random roll calls, we haven't been in water since Halo 2. The resistance from bringing any familiar Halo melodies besides the theme. I know this is just a bit of a side tangent, but I wish that Halo 4 would reference other Halo songs. For example, Halo 3 has Behold a Pale Horse, a song that starts off with an objectively better remake of Beyond a Pale Horse from Combat Evolved, or Released, which includes notes from A Walk in the Woods during a mission that takes place in A Walk in the Woods. For this game, in the use of a theme, we'll use The Trials. Oh god, I've been doing this so long I forgot what the synth was. While an orchestra is sleeping, a synth takes the opportunity to strike a few notes, waking up the orchestra and both play at the same time, while drums and a muted piano egg them on, representing the Spartan 4s against the Spartan 2s. They battle it out for some time until the 117 theme kicks in, if only for a short moment, to show that the Master Chief is back with the rest of the orchestra, winning the battle against the synth. And celebrating its victory with the Halo theme, alongside some of her slow, dramatic feeling notes, creating a sense of power. It continues on with this until the drums take a focus, while the orchestra continues on with its many melodies. Then we get back to the Halo theme, but it gets to the part that's often overlooked, where the orchestra is having a good amount of fun, while the drums, better than ever, support them. All that's felt during this moment is just pure joy for me as a Halo fan. The song finally, with a short, bassy piano riff as the drum supported, repeats until it suddenly comes off. Overdue seem to improve a lot on condensing their songs. They're also paying more respect to Marty O'Donnell's theme, including parts of the theme that are often forgotten about. I can't think of anything bad about the song besides from the beginning going on a while, but it's not that important. I'm glad to see that we're getting back into quality for Bungie's Halo, even if the story isn't up to match. For this game, we'll use The Road in place of a theme. The Road, man. Infinite perfectly executes the Halo theme. The only problem I have is that it's not the original theme, but the chorus of that theme. For example, the alien vocalist. No one can change my mind that was a bad idea. I can't really analyze this song because it's just the Halo theme. It starts off without a choir like the last few ones, drums started off, and then the orchestra comes in. Something I love about this one is how big it feels. The orchestra feels utilized, everyone's playing the melody, but all varied. The song makes me feel that Halo is bad, and I truly believe that it is. I'm sorry this section was short. I don't have anything to say that hasn't already been said. Okay, I promise I wasn't clickbaiting. Okay, we've done enough analysis, and we've gushed over the themes enough. We need to rank these themes. At the worst place, I'm gonna have to go with Halo 4. I'm sorry, but it just doesn't feel like Halo like the others. I don't know if Overdue was in charge at the studio, but they can pull off the Halo feel, proven by Halo 5 and Infinite. Right above Halo 4 and 7th place is Halo 3. As I said, this theme feels mediocre. While the piano adds a lot to the theme, it just feels bland, slow, and not energetic like a Halo theme should be. It just feels boring. Above Halo 3 in 6th place is Halo 5. It is good, but the others are way better. But the song does a great job at creating the Halo feel once again. 5th place is Halo 3 ODST. This may be really good and atmospheric, but it just doesn't feel like mainline Halo. I'm not mad at it, I love the song, but it's just not a Halo theme. 4th place is Halo Infinite. It's a great incarnation of the Halo CE theme, but it feels like just a repetition of it. It doesn't do anything to differentiate itself. Above that, in 3rd place is Halo Reach. This song has so much symbolism in it, any alien teacher within the vicinity of it would faint. I love this theme. How it reminds you that the Spartans are tough, but they ain't invincible. 2nd place is Halo Combat Evolved. This theme is perfect, almost nothing can make it better. But speaking of that, the best Halo theme in my opinion is Halo 2. Halo 2 perfected perfection, even with a few changes. The empowering theme that Halo CE has is made even more powerful by a guitar. Everything else is either left intact or subtly changed in a way that adds to the rest of the song. At the time this video comes out, I'll be at 100 subs. Even more, maybe, depending on how long editing takes. I just want to thank you for watching all the stuff I make, be it low effort Breaking Bad memes, or videos I spent months on. This is also the first time, ignore half a decade ago, that I revealed what I sound like, ignoring some school videos I published here. And doing that is a scary thing for me. I don't know how people will react. They might make fun of me. Maybe they'll think I'm too young for this. But I want to get it over with. I want to rip the band-aid off, and I want to thank y'all while I do so. Finally, I just need to set some stuff straight. I don't plan on fully doing YouTube. There's so many other things I could do that interest me way more. I don't want to suffer another silent burnout, not knowing I was having one. This stuff is a hobby for me, and I don't want to make my life harder because of this, even if it means not all the stuff I make is up to my expectations. Once again, thank y'all for this. Even if I'm not a big content creator, I get to put stuff out that I like to do. I know someone is there to see it. By the way, thanks to my friend V, who helped us with analysis and proofread the script.